Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers, March 3 to 14. Phyllis causes problems, Adam pushes, and Nikki desperate. Young and the Restless spoilers for March 3rd through the 14th show that Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, is going too far. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, is provoking someone, and Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, is pleading. Monday, March 3rd, we've got Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, telling Nate and David Hamilton, Brighton James, that she found out Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers, does not own the companies that they thought he did, that he said he did. Instead, he is involved with shadowy billionaire Aristotle Dumas. Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, is more concerned about Lily having Victor Newman, Eric Braden, dig into his brother than he is about what was dug up, and Nate is a little upset and tells Lily to stop. Meanwhile, Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford, is optimistic about mending her relationship with Damian after they share. She reaffirms that nobody but her knew the truth about his paternity. Not the dad who raised him, Jackson, nor his biological father, Nathan Sr. But Amy wanted him to get to know his brother so he would have some family after she dies. Nate, by the way, did convince Amy to see his cancer doctor friend, but she has zero faith it will help. She's only going because Nate is insisting. Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers, also tries to get some info from Amy. Young and the Restless spoilers. Jack and Diane's concerns and Phyllis's questionable venture. Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, and Jack Abbott, Peter Birdman, spend an evening with Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, at his place. They admire the decorating that Sally did, while Jack remains anxious about Diane's plans for the family mansion. Speaking of Jack's wife, she has some serious doubts about Billy hiring Phyllis for his new venture, Abbott Communications. Diane later tells Jack he might lose his investment money because Phyllis is not redeemed. She is not a better person than she ever was and cannot be trusted, and it's probably going to be a bad influence on his little brother. Billy tells Sally that Phyllis has taken off, and he was told she is off following business leads, which makes him anxious. Sally is also not entirely sure that Billy working with Phyllis is a good idea, especially with her being flighty and taking off on him like this. High in our spoilers. Daniel's suspicions, Sharon and Phyllis's hostage plan. Then we go into Young and the Restless spoilers for Tuesday, March 4th, where Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziette, asks Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, to start an official missing persons investigation into his MIA mom, Phyllis. He is quite worried. Daniel also chats with Billy this week. It may be Tuesday or it may be later, and it looks like Daniel is going to share his suspicions about the call that Phyllis made home because it was just not quite right and has him scratching his head. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Phyllis are desperate to escape whoever this trickster is holding them hostage, and they have patched a plan. But Sharon freaks out when Phyllis wants to break a window and cause a ruckus. Sharon thinks Red, as in Phyllis, is going to get them killed by going overboard. But overboard is pretty much where Phyllis is comfortable. Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, blames Sharon for Phyllis's absence, and I wonder if she thinks Sharon either drove Phyllis away or did something to her. Jabot leak, truce attempts, and provocations. Wednesday, March 5th, we are going to have the leakers at Jabot outed. They are caught, and that means Jack, Diane, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, know that there is a plot against them. Of course, they always suspect Victor Newman of plotting against them, but this is definitive proof. Nikki Newman wants Victor to agree to a truce with Jack. First, I cannot see Victor agreeing, and second, once Jack knows about the traitors that are reporting to Victor, he may be completely unwilling to make peace either. Adam Newman and Billy get busy antagonizing each other as Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, watches. On Wednesday, Adam is wondering if Billy is about to come at him and Newman media with an attack, and as Adam pokes and prods at him. Thursday, March 6, we have Devin questioning Lily about Damian. Now, this might be about her seeing him personally, privately, these dinners, or it might be about her investigating him, and using Victor as a resource, which is always questionable because there's no such thing as a free lunch with Victor Newman. Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, gets some advice from Nikki. Hopefully, she will tell her to follow your heart instead of follow what your granddad Victor says you should do because he is being very pushy. Speaking of pushy, Kyle kind of pushes back on Summer. She still wants him, and it looks like she may be leaning on him a little too much with her mom Phyllis being missing in action. But you know, while Kyle probably feels a little sorry for Summer's stress, I don't think he cares where Phyllis is. Scheming, ultimatums, and a brewing war. Friday, March 7th, we have Holden scheming with Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver. Could be about Damien and Nate, or about something tied to their past. Claire gets an ultimatum from Grandpa Victor as the week closes down. I'm sure it is about Kyle. No doubt he will be upset, and I also have no doubt she will push back. Jack makes Summer a promise on Friday, and maybe it's to help find Phyllis, or maybe it is about the brewing Newman and Abbott war. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor's frustration, shady deals, and missing women. Now going into the week of March 10th through the 14th, we are going to see Victor not so happy that granddaughter Claire is pushing back hard on him about Kyle and this ultimatum he has given to her. Of course, Nikki is on her side, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heil, is on her side, all the Abbotts are on her side, which is probably just going to infuriate Victor more. He's also not so happy that the leak at Jobot was discovered, and that means he may be back to ground zero with his plot to ruin Jack. I just wonder if Nikki is asking for a truce, even makes a dent. I doubt it. Holden wants Audra back, and he may do something shady to make it happen. Nate is increasingly suspicious about the guy. Lily is not going to back off of Damien like Nate asked. Whatever she finds out though is not going to be a turnoff, because Damien is slated to be Lily's next love interest. Billy's not happy to find out Phyllis is not off chasing business leads, but seems to just be really missing. Family starts to doubt the phone calls that Sharon and Phyllis made home, and the pressure on Chance intensifies to find the ladies. Adam's optimistic about his blossoming reunion romance with Chelsea. Of course, Connor is going to be thrilled. I do expect Adam to update Victor that things are going well, and he'll be pleased that at least Adam is doing what he wants with his romantic life, even though Claire is doing the exact opposite. Nick Newman's Joshua Morrow. Anxiety grows over two women that he cares about being missing, and he may be out searching for clues like he was when Sharon was missing, but he's going to need to be doubly dedicated because now there's two of them gone with no idea if they are together or separate, or what has happened. I and our March spoilers. Nightmare endings, medical updates, and serious threats. Sharon and Phyllis's nightmare should end soon, but the question lingers. On the off chance this is not Ian Ward, Ray Wise, tormenting them, then who is it doing it? Amy's got an update for Nate and Audra from the oncologist about her leukemia, and wonder if there's going to be a clinical trial or an experimental treatment in her future. I love that actress so much, and I hope Amy survives this cancer and gets to stick around. Sally's a little taken back by Billy's intense reaction to the Phyllis being missing drama. That may be a red flag she should heed. Jack, Diane, and Kyle take this threat from Victor aimed at Jabot very seriously. They are ready to hit back, but what will that mean for Claire and Kyle?